It was after an eventual laparoscopy that I was given the very final verdict: the only way you'll ever have a baby is through IVF or adoption. It was about this time that Tim and I incorporated the phrase "face the dragon" into our relationship. This was the first major hurdle we had come up against as a unit, and it seemed appropriate living in Hong Kong, where even the name Kowloon, as Tim was telling me the other day, Kowloon actually means 9 dragons, and that refers to the 9 hills that form the dragon's backbone. So when you're actually on Hong Kong Island and looking over to Kowloon, that is the dragon's backbone. Over the years, we went on to use that phrase every time we came up against something where the immediate temptation is either to back off, run screaming, or lie on the ground and kick your legs in the air, or all 3. Facing the dragon helps gear us up for battle and raises our spirits while we go about it. Still in its pioneer years, I knew next to nothing about in vitro fertilization, and my doctor wasn't much better informed. The good news was that I could do it in Sydney. The bad news was that there was a waiting list of 2 years. 2 years when you're 35 and everyone around you is having their first or second child is a painfully long time, especially with such an uncertain outcome. So I set about trying to get around the obstacle. I had a botched IVF attempt at a Hong Kong teaching hospital. I went to faith healers, I drank Chinese herbs, I did almost anything I could, but it wasn't to be. Then I rang every adoption agency I could find, only to be told I was too late, too old, or the wrong religion. I offered to change, but that didn't make any difference either. But speaking of change, I changed as a person. While I still held down a demanding job and kept up with my friends, my internal focus had shifted.